The Fantastic Four are finally making their way into the Blokees Marble Rivals lineup, and leading the charge is the team's invisible powerhouse, Invisible Woman. Known for her ability to manipulate invisible force fields and protect the team, Susan Storm is one of Marvel's most iconic heroes. But can Blokees capture her sleek, Marble Rivals design in model kit form? Today, we'll unbox the kit, build it from start to finish, and take an in-depth look at the sculpt, articulation, accessories, and overall build quality to find out if Invisible Woman is another standout release in the Marvel Rivals series. Now let's have a closer look at the packaging. I did notice that in this latest wave of Blokees Marble Rivals, they chose a more shiny aesthetic by adding silver as part of the color of their packaging. And I guess this is effective because if you are displayed at the store with various products, I guess the thing that is shiny is definitely going to be the one that's going to get your attention. And yeah, at the front of the box is a picture of the fully built figure with the runners at the back. And what's important here is that it is 80 pieces, champion class, and then medium scaling. And then based from here, it says that it is 14.5 centimeter or 5.71 inches. At one side is actually a picture of the character, but this time it is in the Marble Rivals game itself. So this is how she looks in the Marble Rivals game, and on the other side, it just says Marble Rivals. Bottom, some product legalese. On the other side, I guess this is the figure, and based from the head sculpt here, I think they did get the look of Invisible Woman in the game. Anyway, that is it for the packaging. Oh, I almost forget the back of the box, which shows the figure in various dynamic poses, including the accessories that comes with her, which is, well, I guess it's an invisible shield effect, alternate hands, and a base or stand. Anyway, that is it for the packaging, and let us unbox this and see what is inside. Now let's take a look at everything included in the box. Since this is one of Blocky's medium-sized kits, there aren't a lot of runners to work through. Compared to the larger releases, the part count is much lower, which means this should be a relatively quick and straightforward build. The pieces are neatly organized across just a few runners, and at first glance, the color separation already looks impressive. One of Blocky's biggest strength and what I think is their secret weapon is their use of pre-cut and pre-painted parts. Instead of relying entirely on stickers or expecting you to paint the finer details yourself, many of the small accents and color separated pieces are already finished straight out of the box. Not only does this make the build process easier, but it also gives the completed model a much cleaner and more premium appearance. It's details like this that really elevate the final product, making it look far more refined than you'd typically expect from a snap fit model kit. Before we start with the build, let us have a quick look at the manual.
Light begins to shine, a silent force awakens. Step into the future, the invisible has risen. Piece by piece, the vision grows. Every spark, the power shows. Calm and fearless, standing tall. The strongest shield protects us all. Invisible, but brighter than the stars. Invisible, you'll know exactly who we are. Raise your hands, feel the light breaking through the darkest night. Invisible, watch me rise above the sky. Force field shining, nothing can deny. Invisible, hope is stronger than the storm. Stand together, we are reborn. Every part falls into place. Strength and courage, endless grace. Silent guardian hearts unite, turning darkness into light. No surrender, no fear inside. A hero's heart will never hide. Beyond the wind, beyond the flame, the future calls will never change. Invisible, forever shining. Invisible, keep believing.
Moving on to the sculpt and overall detailing, I think Blokees did an excellent job with Invisible Woman. At first glance, her costume is mostly white with just a few blue accents, so it could have easily ended up looking plain or lacking visual interest. Instead, Blokees added subtle textures and sculpted details throughout the white section of the suit, giving the figure much more depth and a noticeably more premium appearance. The head sculpt is easily one of this figure's strongest feature. It captures Invisible Woman's Marble Rivals design really well, with clean facial details, nicely sculpted hair, and a confident expression that brings the character to life. Another detail that I really appreciate is the use of translucent blue plastic for the shoulder pieces and belt. Rather than using the same solid blue found elsewhere on the costume, the clear plastic adds contrast, breaks up the color palette, and gives those areas a unique energy light effect that fits the character perfectly. Overall, I think Blockys did a fantastic job with a costume that could have been very simple. Through clever sculpting, added texture, and thoughtful material choices, they've created a figure that's visually engaging and looks far more premium than its minimalist color scheme might suggest. For accessories, she comes with an invisible shield effect, some psionic force field effect, and alternate hands. Now for articulation, as expected for female characters with long hair, the hair is definitely gonna be on the way. By the way, this hair is actually made of, well, soft material. Not that soft, but still, what I'm trying to say is that this hair is material is not that of a model kit plastic, but rubber. Anyway, she can look down pretty good. And because of the hair, she cannot really look up, side to side, just a little, and that, and that. Now for the hands, on the shoulder, she actually has this butterfly articulation here. She can actually do the T pose, bicep cut, double jointed elbow, pretty good range there. And then typical wrist articulation. She actually has articulation here, which is actually pretty good, which is actually my problem on the Harlequin model kit on their DC line. That figure doesn't really have this cut here, so that she will have rotation between the lower and upper torso. But the problem is this is actually a whole part, so she doesn't have any waist rotation. Now for the leg, drop down, which makes her able to kick that far and kick back so she can do the split. Double jointed knee, pretty good range. And then standard articulation for the ankle. Then toe articulation. She can actually do the bend down. pretty well too. So yeah, aside from the lack of waist rotation, I think when it comes to articulation, she still has a pretty good range. I think I forgot to show this. So for the hand, she can actually do that much range. So I think the butterfly or the joint actually is working pretty well for this figure. Now for some size comparison, here she is next to Moon Knight. Here she is next to Marvel Rivals Spider-Man. Here she is next to Brand New Day Spider-Man. Here she is next to the cute Jep the Land Shark. Here she is next to a giant raccoon. Here she is next to Blokees Marble Rivals Venom. Here she is next to Marble Legends Secret Wars Iron Man. Here she is next to Marble Legends Secret Wars Wolverine. And here she is next to a Marble Legends Black Widow. Overall, I'm genuinely impressed with what Blokees has delivered here. Being a medium-sized kit, this is a quick and enjoyable build that doesn't overstay its welcome. It's easy to put together, making it a great option for both newcomers and experienced builders looking for a satisfying project. Once completed, the figure has a surprisingly premium look. The sculpt does an excellent job capturing Invisible Woman's Marble Rivals design, and the sharp details combined with the color separated and pre-painted parts really help the finished model stand out on display. Articulation is another highlight. The range of motion is excellent, allowing for a wide variety of dynamic poses without sacrificing the overall look of the figure. It's really one of the strongest aspects of this release. Most importantly, this is Blocky's first female character in the Marvel Rivals line, and it's a very promising start. If this level of quality is what we can expect going forward, I'm excited to see what they do with future female characters. For me, this is an easy recommendation. If you're a fan of Marvel Rivals, Invisible Woman, or simply enjoy well engineered model kits with impressive presentation, this one is definitely worth checking out. If you reached this part of my video, thanks a lot. If you like my videos, please don't forget to leave a like, share, and subscribe. And see you on the next one.